coming to you because everybody is not being silent toward Diddy. It's a lot going out on with Diddy today. Cause CNN, y'all know CNN is like it's the feds. They are the feds. People keep saying um, things are being leaked by certain people. It's not being leaked, it's being given by CNN. I mean, they're giving it to uh, CNN, you know. So wait a minute. Uh-oh. Thought I'd lost my video. Thought I'd lost my video. But I'm gonna let Tisa tell y'all what's going on as far as, you know, who is not being silent and who is like letting Diddy know what's up. Because if you touch, he said, if you touch mine, you are deleted. All right, here we go. I'm gonna let her tell you a little bit.
Guys, y'all, let's get into this Rolling Stone article. Y'all know I'm going to go live about it later, or maybe I'll go live first and drop this video. It don't matter, y'all. We got to talk. Do you know that Dame Dash, in the midst of this Rolling Stone article that I got to break down on live, I'm sorry, but I do, is literally sending a warning to Diddy saying, you better not have touched my daughters, because if you are, you're deleted. Now, listen. I don't know if Dame Dash knew what was going on. I don't exactly know what the whole background is, but let's get into the story because, baby, we are reading it real time. And, baby, let me tell you something. This is crazy. So this is from Complex Magazine, right? And they say Dame Dash on Diddy. He says Diddy is done. He is deleted. He used the D word. He said if he abused his daughter and doesn't believe his apology. Now, let me just say something. I don't know what Dame Dash has done. I don't really pay attention to him outside of being a businessman. I do know he's been calling out the industry for years, and everybody liked to call him a broke, bitter loser. But at the end of the day, he just called the record industry out for what it was. Now, if he's involved in any crazy stuff, let me know in the comments. Again, it's too late to be going up on anyone just because they're kind of acting right. But from what I know, he always seemed to be like ethical, at least. On the web series Chopping It Up, Dame Dash talked about the abuse allegations surrounding Diddy. They said Dame has taken a huge stance against Sean Diddy Combs' actions toward his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura. Let me also say something, too. Dame is the only man I see on his level that's been in those spaces that's taken a firm position. Everybody else act like they on Beyonce's mute challenge, all right? The Rockefeller Records co-founder was a guest on American News Network show Chopping It Up, where he sat in the barber's chair. Ain't Dame Dash bald? Well, I guess he needed his beard shaped up. Shut up.
Lord.
Finish, right? I had to scroll up to the picture, like, what? Where he sat up in the barber's chair and gave his take on Diddy's past abuse on Cassie. After host Greg G and guest Johnson Garon discussed the altercation, around the 35-minute mark, Dame Dash shared his perspective, saying it was very disappointing to see the footage. He said it's very disappointing to see that from someone that I consider my peer. Because we're the brotherhood of hip-hop. We've showed a certain degree of respect, but you can't unsee that, and it's really a shame. And what I think when I see that, he said what I think when I see that is, number one, I got daughters. So you know if that were something that I would see happening to my daughter, Diddy, he's murked. I'd go do the time or I'd figure out how to not do the time. But I don't think I could handle watching another man or any man touching or doing any kind of violence to my daughters. Now, let me just say this, right? That's it's a statement that shows how much he loves daughters. But we shouldn't and again, I don't think this is what Dame Dash is doing, but I just want to be careful that we don't put the responsibility for abusers to stop abusing on the parents. Someone, why didn't you go Merkel? Why didn't you go to jail for life? No, we are settling this legally. there's been enough trauma, and as much as Dame Dash, it has these not ramble fantasies because they're very his feelings are what most people would feel. You cannot, after your daughter has been abused, go away to jail because that's just more trauma. You see what I'm saying? Like, you guys, I get it. Everybody wants to be Billy Badass and talk. I think Dame Dash really believes what he says, but I think the goal is to stop the violence. And I think by the monsters being put in jail, the vicious cycle will stop.
Do y'all understand what she's saying? You know, instead, yeah, of course, if somebody mess with your child, you want to do something to them, but you'll be like double dosing the child with trauma. If you end up going to prison for the rest of your life, they won't have you either. You know they won't have you anyway. So do it the legal way. Sorry about that. Dang, I forgot to turn it down. But that is what she's trying to say. Well, that is what she is saying. Okay? Okay.
I think. Anyway, he also acknowledged Diddy's apology video and wondered about the music mogul's 4 daughters, Delilah, and Love. He said, if I were to ask him a question, it would be, what would you do if you saw a dude do that to your daughters? What should that person's punishment be? Because that's what yours should be. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to speak on Diddy's kids. I do want to say that men like Diddy, I believe, they got this fantasy that they'll treat everybody else's daughter like crap, but if anybody touches their daughter, and that's one layer. But somebody like Diddy that seemed to be into that crazy stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if he had his daughters involved in it, like, at the end of the day. Like, they're not, but men like that, narcissist, in my opinion, he looks like a narcissist. I have not diagnosed him. I'm not a doctor. Don't believe me. Go read the things. Diddy says he's innocent. I believe the accusers. We'll see what happens in the court of law. But I feel like men like that, they're monsters, and they treat their own children just as bad. The only thing is we can't see it because they got that good public face. Anyway, he said calling the apology problematic, Dame added that Diddy had already denied all that stuff, referring to December statement. He said, so he had already said that he vehemently wasn't going to say that he ever did any of those things and it didn't happen. And now, because it came out, he's saying he's sorry, but it's like now it's hard to believe anything else he says. And it's hard not to believe anything that Cassie is accusing or alleging in the lawsuit, because I think I couldn't fathom ever having that kind of aggression toward a woman. He also shared that he was curious as to whether Diddy's witnessed abuse, which I actually said, or endured abuse as a child. In order for that to be normal to him, to me, it means he must have been that in his life as a young man, or it was done to him. Now,
y'all, I heard that. First of all, let me say hello to WZYK Clips. Okay? Hey, I see your 6 or 7 comments, okay? Listen. Please subscribe to my channel also. But dang, it made me forget what I was gonna say. But listen, they say that it's a bunch, like it's a channel where they're bashing Cassie also. They're bashing her, talking about she had something to do with Diddy, you know, doing everything that he's done, and she should be prosecuted just like him, and you know, just whatever. I forgot what I was really gonna say.
Around 43 minutes, and I agree with that. I said, honestly, dang. What did you say? What did you see? I heard that Diddy got turned out in the record industry, just like a lot of people. He turned a lot of people out. I also wonder what his relationship is with his mom, because this type of anger.
Oh, I remember. I was watching this thing, and they said that Diddy's mom. Okay, y'all know Diddy's dad was a Fed, right? Undercover Fed. Once his dad passed, In order, this is all alleged and all of that stuff. You know, it's fair use and alleged what seen on YouTube. I saw it. Okay. So once Diddy's dad died, their mom, in order for her not to go to prison or jail, whatever, she became a madam. And she was set traffic, African or whatever you want to say, women, and kept the drugs is coming in through the feds, the feds that's um, corrupt, right? And and when she told Diddy he better do whatever he can to stay on top, to get that money, to make some of himself, all of that, right? I'm gonna go back and look at it and take me some notes because I know exactly where I saw it. So but yeah, Diddy's mom made him do that stuff. So as far as him and his mom's relationship, I don't know. It's just weird. But she told him to do whatever he had to do to get on top. Okay? Allegedly. All right? Okay.
Anger, Herculean, Hulk-sized anger that you have toward your mom. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. But anyway, he goes on to say, Dame denied having seen any abuse, but alluded to possibly hearing rumors about Diddy's actions. He said, "You hear things, but you can't believe it. But because of the gray area, I ain't going over there. I would never work with somebody that would do that. I would never be cool with somebody that would do that." And another thing that I was thinking, if I was walking down the hallway and I saw that, I think I would hit the ninja with a chair or something, just because it was so crazy at that moment. And that's the one thing I can't. Nobody's dads needs to go out and get locked up. But if you walked in on that, how could you not jump in and try to defend yourself? Anyway, listen, guys, I'm going live to talk about this Rolling Stones interview. It is huge. You know I'm going to do the dramatic Scarlett O'Hara reenactment, but it's deep. Rolling Stones outdid themselves. But one thing we know, baby, Diddy's reign is over. I never thought I would agree with Stephen A. Smith, but you're dead. Diddy is dead. Diddy, Puff, Diddy, blah, blah, blah. Baby, you are Sean Combs, the man that's about to be federally indicted and go into federal prison. Right? What do you say? Prison and jail are not the same. Diddy go and find out. Diddy is going to find out. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. So that is it for that one. But it's one that y'all have got to see. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off right here, right now. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to Valentine TV. It will only get better. Oh, and another thing, my light is here. I got to pick it up tomorrow. I told you I was getting some equipment. All right. I'll be right back.